Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're ready to get after it here in Major League Baseball. We got your best bets for Major League Baseball here for you today on Friday, April 25th, 2025. MLB player props, run lines, over-unders, NRFI on tap here for you today. We got 4 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cab made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. On the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support. We're like 2 subscribers away, so let's try and knock that out today. Would really appreciate that. You guys are the best. Let's do a quick recap from yesterday. We had 3 picks yesterday in Major League Baseball. Ended up going 1 and 2, minus 0.95 units. We did cash a little bit of plus value yesterday. We had the Milwaukee Brewers team total over 3.5 runs. They get this done fairly easily, scoring 5 and getting there fairly early in the game. So obviously glad that we cashed that. Then we missed our NRFI bet. Unfortunately, it just did not happen, guys. Mariners, Red Sox, both teams actually scored. So that was a bad NRFI look. Crochet just was not in his A game at the top of the game, which I thought he would be, but one of those things that happens, guys. And then we have Brian Reynolds over 1.5 bases. He finishes with 1 base. Unfortunately, he does not get there either. So definitely a little bit of a frustrating day. I was hoping we could continue our winning streak in baseball. But we're okay, though. We're still having a solid week. Let's get back on track today. We'll likely have 5 picks altogether in baseball today. We got 4 in the video and then 1 MVP exclusive pick, which will be posted up later, so keep that in mind. How about a comment capper recap? You guys killed it in the comment section, though. We had Magic Man calling the Tampa Bay Rays and Athletics team total over 2.5 parlay together for minus 105. Cash that. And then Joey calling Gunnar Henderson under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Cashes that. Lit Picks calling the Athletics Rangers NRFI bet there. Cashes that. And Mike Crone calling Garrett Crochet to get 8 strikeouts. He had that done as well. So great call outs there from our comment cappers, guys. We'd love to see it. Couple other quick announcements here. Check out the pinned comment down below and the description if you guys are interested in any links here at the channel, merchandise, membership, social media. That stuff is all posted down below for you if you guys are interested in that. With the membership, it is just $3.99 for the entire month. You get access to all of our picks and our plays early. You also get access to our Straight Fire MVP picks of the day as well, which will likely have 1 in the NBA and 1 in Major League Baseball. So keep that in mind. Those picks are posted in the community tab on YouTube for our members, so you guys know where they are. Signing up for that is down below. The join button right below the video. There's a link in the pinned comment that you'll see from us, and also a link in the description. So it's in 3 different spots. It's hard to miss. But I appreciate you guys. Let's have a good day in baseball today. It was not our best day across the channel yesterday. We went 2 and 3 NBA, 1 and 2 in baseball, 3 and 5 total. Definitely not what we're looking to do. So we need a bounce back day today. We're gonna have a loaded card today. Likely about 9 picks today. So let's have a big day today, guys. Let's get after it. Let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going Austin Riley over 1.5 bases here for the Atlanta Braves. Going plus 115 odds here on ESPN Bet. For one, Riley has treated us really well so far this season. He's been so far one of our favorite batters to back. He's on the road here versus the Diamondbacks staff that at times I haven't really trusted their pitching. Their bullpen is 11th worst in bullpen ERA. Got Zach Gallen going to the mound, who's garnering some respect here because he is obviously has been a great pitcher throughout his career. But he's really struggled coming out of the gate so far this season with a 5.60 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP. So obviously I like those numbers. I can work with that. And he got Riley here swinging a pretty hot bat. Last 15 games, Riley's batting .381, slugging .667. So I like seeing that. For the season, Riley is batting .296, slugging .520. So obviously he's had that bat working, especially of late. Like him in this spot here on the road, ensuring those max at bats. And like I said, versus Gallen, he's also had great numbers as well. He's a career 5 for 13 off of Zach Gallen with a double, triple, and home run. He's actually hit the cycle off of Gallen cumulatively, which is actually kind of cool. That is actually a little rare, especially for Riley to hit a triple. That's kind of weird. But he did, and he's got the power numbers you like to see off of him. Like I said, you could definitely get hits off this bullpen as well. The Diamondbacks have certainly not been the best bullpen in the world. And Galen, like I said, with the struggles, like the spot for Riley, swinging a pretty hot stick. I think once again here, he's going to be able to get to the get us to the window and cash as well in this game. Galen, I will say, has struggled particularly versus lefty bats. So Riley's not a lefty bat, but I love his history off of Galen. But this is a spot where I could look to back Matt Olson as well. We just backed him, and he let us down. This is a spot I think you could look at Matt Olson as well. It's certainly worth a look. And Olson hasn't been too bad of late as well. Olson's a guy I probably would put in a hit parlay. You know, if I was going to pick anything on Matt Olson, probably put him in a hit parlay because he's been getting hits. Been struggling a little bit cashing his bases, but love Riley's power though in this spot, guys. I think he gets done for us. Love it there for number 1 pick. Going Austin Riley over 1.5 bases here for the Atlanta Braves. Plus 115 odds on ESPN Bet. Okay, and at number 2, we're going Astros Royals NRFI bet here. No run first inning, minus 115 odds on DraftKings. Last time we took a NRFI in an Astros game, we cashed. Astros Blue Jays. We talked about how you're getting the value because of the big names. That's really the case once again here today. Alvarez, Altuve, Bobby Witt Jr., all these guys get that respect. So anytime these teams are involved in a NRFI, particularly the Astros, you're usually going to get decent value. But the truth of the matter is the scary part of the Astros lineup, Yordan Alvarez, really the scariest hitter you got to worry about as far as NRFIs goes, he hasn't really been that locked in at the plate yet. He's batting just .221 on the season with 2 home runs. So I'm not really that scared of him until he proves otherwise. Like I said in our previous video, until he proves it, I'm not going to be afraid of him. So we'll take our shot with the Astros, guys. The Astros are actually 29th in first inning runs. The Royals are 15th. So we like seeing that. Like I said, they just have not been producing runs. First inning, across the game, the 22nd in runs for the season total. So the offense really hasn't clicked so far this season. All those losses they had in the offseason seem to be affecting them, obviously. But I also like the pitchers that we got here on tap today. You got Wesneski going for the Astros, 1-1, 3.91 ERA, a .87 whip. That is a whip that we love to see. Now, what's been the problem with this guy? He's allowing just a 188 batting average, but he's allowed 6 home runs so far this season. But no one on the Royals hits home runs like that. The most that any Royals player has is 2. I believe they have 12 as a team for the entire season. That's pretty low at this point in the season. So I'm not scared of the Royals' power right now. Bobby Witt Jr. hasn't really been leaving the park, and neither has any Royals player. So like I said, normally I don't like backing a pitcher that's given up 6 home runs so far this early in the season, but I'm okay with it, obviously, because like I said, Royals haven't been locked in like that. So I think he can get the outs. And he's obviously, you see by the average, he's been very good overall. He just sometimes leaves a tater over the middle of the plate. But like I said, not too worried about that. I think he can get us the outs that we need. On the other side, Seth Lugo for the Royals, 1-3, 3.90 ERA, 1.23 WHIP. Very solid, right? Nothing really wrong with those numbers, but they're not like overly dominant. But like I said, with the Astros struggles in the first inning, and as far as at the top of the order with Alvarez, I'm going to take my shot here with Lugo. Despite, I'll be honest, Alvarez has some scary splits versus Lugo. He's had success versus him. But like I said, with the way he's hitting at the plate right now, I'm going to take my shot that we could at least either hold him to a single or get him out. I think there's a good chance that either one of those things happens. And I think Lugo could get us through that order. Like I said, love the pitching on both sides. Like that the teams haven't been giving up runs. 27th for the Royals in runs, 22nd in runs for the Astros. You look at the Astros and you think great offensive team. Just hasn't been that way yet this season. So we're gonna play it as such. So love it there for number 2 pick, guys. Going Astros Royals NRFI bet here. No run first inning, minus 115 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 3, we got the Chicago Cubs. First 5 innings, minus .5 run line. here versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Plus 100 odds on Caesars. Really like that we're getting plus value on this one. Like the spot for the Cubbies at home. You got Colin Ray going to the mound for the Cubs. So far, 0-0, 1.32 ERA through just over 13 innings pitched, 1.10 WHIP. So we can obviously get behind those numbers. Taijuan Walker on the other side, 1-1, 2.29 ERA, 1.17 WHIP so far this season. But really where I see the advantage for the Cubs is versus right-handed pitching. Both of these guys are right-handed pitchers. Cubs so far are 5th in average versus right-handed pitching, batting .257. Versus the Phillies hitting .239. That's good for 15th in baseball versus right-handed pitching. So I think we have a nice little advantage there. Cubs are also first. Phillies 14th in first 5 innings runs per game. So they've been getting after it early, which we like to see out the Cubs. This Cubs offense has been so dangerous this season. We also look at the expected ERAs of both these guys. Slight edge there for as far as for us with Colin Ray. Taijuan Walker with an expected ERA of 3.76 versus Colin Ray's expected ERA of 3.53. So there's something I'm going to go over here in a minute, which is really what sealed the deal for me on this bet. Right now, in this particular spot, I trust Colin Ray way more at home. Obviously, your home pitcher is going to be more comfortable. It's the mound that he's used to. And for Walker, I think he's going to struggle here on the road in particular. If this was, in Philly, I wouldn't take this, but obviously in Chicago, I really like this. If you're looking at Taijuan Walker's road start, which is, I think this is where that expected ERA came into play. Walker had a really interesting lone road start. If you look on the surface, he had 0 runs, 0 earned runs. Great, right? Well, he had a 1.71 WHIP and a 278 batting average allowed, which means he got out of a lot of trouble. Got out of a ton of trouble in that game. I don't see that happening today. If he gets into trouble, the Cubs are the team that's going to make you pay. Cubs are 3rd best in Major League Baseball with runners in scoring position, 283 batting average. So, if Taijuan Walker, he allows some ducks out in the pond, then the Cubs are definitely going to make him pay. And the Cubs are just a great offensive team anyway. But I think in this particular spot, if Walker gets into trouble, I don't think he's getting out. I think it's gonna be a problem for him. I really do. There's like I said, there's enough bats in this Cubs lineup to go around. They have a very talented offense, and I think that'll be on display here. And like I said with Colin Ray, I think we have enough here with Ray to get this done. Versus a Phillies offense that so far hasn't scared me too much this season. The Cubs have been scary, though. Cubs offense has shown a lot through these first few weeks of the season, so I think they get this done here. So, love that for number 3 pick. You got the Chicago Cubs first 5 innings, minus 0.5 run line here versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Plus 100 odds on Caesars. Keep in mind that is the early start, 2 o'clock Eastern time, I believe, 2:20 Eastern time. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got Francisco Lindor over 1.5 bases here for the New York Mets. Minus 120 odds on DraftKings. Love this play on Lindor today, guys. Obviously a little bit juiced, but there was a lot of reasons for it. I think there's a lot of feelings that he's going to cash this bases bet, even among the books. Lindor, a career 5 for 10 off the starter Jake Irvin today with a double and a homer. So obviously like seeing that. He's hitting 500 off this guy with a couple extra base hits, so we love that. And Irvin has really struggled. His ERA is not bad on the season, but he's really struggled versus lefty bats, allowing a 262 batting average. So we like seeing that. And we also have the worst bullpen here in the Nationals, who's allowed a 6.69 ERA. Their bullpen is not reliable at all. Definitely a bullpen we can get some hits up off of. Got Lindor on the road here, ensuring that he's going to get his max at bats as well. So we love seeing that. Lindor also hitting leadoff, ensuring max at bats there. So he should have the max at bats of anybody in the game. Unless the Nats leadoff batter gets a beat. But obviously he should get the most amount of opportunities. And he's been absolutely on fire of late. The dude's batting .467, slugging .867 over his last 7 games, cashing his two bases prop in 6 of the last 7 games. You can't really go wrong with that, guys. I think everything that's involved with this bet, obviously I really love. I think he's going to have a great chance here to get us 2 bases. I don't. If I was gonna take any like extra plus value bet, I might consider putting some money on his 2-hit line. That's really where I think the most amount of likelihood is with this bet. I could see him getting 2 hits in this game. Obviously, he can get an extra base hit as well, but I could easily see him getting, like I say, getting two hits here. So absolutely love the spot here on Lindor. I think he delivers for us. Love it there for our number 4 pick, guys. We got Francisco Lindor over 1.5 bases here for the New York Mets. Minus 120 odds on DraftKings. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. You guys, is always fun doing these videos. Sorry the videos are out a little bit later today, but they are out, and that's the important thing. Ready to lock in, make some loot today in Major League Baseball. If you want access to our MVP exclusive plays of the day, like I said, sign up, become an MVP below. Just $3.99 for the entire month. Really is a great value. Cost of less than a biggie bag, as I always say. So, appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Look out for our NBA Best Bets video as well. That'll be posted an hour and a half to 2 hours after this video. So, appreciate you guys. Let's have a great day here today, and we will catch you guys all next time. Peace out.